Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. An honest talk about the RV lifestyle, travel, costs, tips, and everything you need to know. Each week, we'll bring you the best and most helpful info, travel hacks, and answer your camping questions. Now, here's your host, Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
And we're live. This is Larry, CEO of Giant Recreation World, sitting here at our Giant Recreation World of Winter Garden location, our original location that we established in 1976. Wow. Now, it's not the same building because in 1985, the building burned to the ground. The original building.
Really?
So we went ahead and built this Taj Mahal with over 40,000 square foot indoor showroom under heat and under air, so you people can shop in quality comfort.
Yeah, air conditioned for the summertime.
Air conditioned, and it's always very cool in our dealership. Believe it or not.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm freezing up right now as we speak, but it's better than being hot. Gosh knows, especially in July. Hey, so guess what? We have some big news today.
Whoa, what do you got there?
I have got one of our professionals who works in our Winter Garden location parts department.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Should I say almost runs the Winter Garden parts department.
Hey.
She mans the out front counter, so she has the interaction between all the customers that come in every day.
Oh, that's great.
I always get good reviews because she is so knowledgeable and goes the extra effort. In other words, when she doesn't know an answer, she certainly finds out, and when she says she's going to do something, she certainly does it. Like order your parts and all that, and then communicate back and forth with ETA and when parts in.
Fantastic.
I'm very proud of her, by the way. Her name is Cherie Smith.
Hey!
I remember it that way because it's Mon Cherie.
Mon Cherie.
Now, I know Smith isn't French, but it could be, you know. Smithy, right? Am I right? So I invited her to the show to explain exactly what she feels a new RV owner, whether they buy a motorhome or a travel trailer, although they both require different accessories or stuff.
Yes.
But
yes.
what would she recommend a person that just bought an RV from us? What would she recommend they purchase in the parts store so they can enjoy their camping experience more? Cherie, you're on, baby. Let's I have a few ideas, but I'm interested to see what you came up with.
First and foremost, surge protector.
There you go.
Ooh, okay.
You know, we talked about that. What happened at the RV show that you and I went to over the weekend? Our show trailer got a surge.
Yeah.
And it smoked our microwave and our air conditioner and our converter. And so, boom. I don't mean to be jumping in there on you, but I absolutely agree that surge protector is awesome and needed. Now, tell us about what's available in that option.
We have probably about 6 or 7 different styles in the store. Some that are one-time use, some that you can go ahead and call the manufacturer back and they'll send you a new one. Or we have the Watchdog that you replace one small component and you can reuse it.
Almost like a big fuse or something?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
and see, that's awesome. Do some of them even give you more information, like tell you when you have good power, bad power, open ground faults, or anything like that?
Yeah, most of, especially the brand new people, not realizing you plug into your pedestal first.
Right.
Let the surge protector run its course, and it'll tell you if there's any issues.
Before you ruin your RV.
Yeah, before you blow a fuse or something.
Yeah. And she says when one use means, in other words, if it gets hit by lightning and fries,
Oh, okay.
it keeps your RV from frying. But so some of them that we sell do have the warranty regardless of what takes it out. So you can get a new one.
So you come bring it in, switch it out?
Some of them have secondary little, like big either fuses or breakers or whatever that you have to replace if that happens. But again, it's more common than anyone realizes.
Yeah.
And it's a very common insurance repair.
Oh, man. Because I'm sure in Florida with lightning and the storms that we have. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So anything else we want to talk about those? I know, how do they work? You just plug
plug it
to
into
the pole
yes, sir.
or your house or whatever, wherever you're getting the power from.
And it'll cycle through, and it'll let you know if there's any issues with a green or a red light.
Right. Issues being it could be open ground, open neutral, open hot, reverse neutral ground. All kinds of things can happen, especially if a shade tree electrician wires up that plug.
Gotcha.
You know, kind of like what I'll say I am. You know, when
So now-
people say it's 2-phase or 3-phase, I say it's electric.
It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. So let me ask you too, is this something easy for a first time? Like if you're a first time owner, brand new in the game, is that something easy to hook up for them? Is that a...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All they have to do is just plug in to the pedestal, wait for the cycle, and then they can plug in their short core power from the RV to the surge
It
protector.
just goes in
Oh, wow.
line.
That's
It goes in
incredible.
line with your electrical cord.
Oh, okay.
So-
I was thinking there was a lot more to it there.
It's
I was,
not. And
yeah, that
usually
sounds pretty
they're
simple.
probably about almost like a brick size with the cord, with the male and female cord ends.
Oh, fantastic.
coming in and out
Yeah,
of it.
that's it. You just plug it in and...
Basically, it's just an
Oh, that's
inline,
great.
basically an inline fuse, basically, if you can think of it that way.
And
That's
it's,
awesome.
it's one of those things that's not covered under warranty.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And hopefully when you took out your new insurance policy to take care of your RV,
Mhm.
you did think to ask all these questions, like, what happens if it gets hit by lightning and burns everything out? Is that covered?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Go on ahead, Cherie. That was awesome.
Yeah.
With a surge protector, you're always going to need a sewer hose kit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sewer hose kit, the slunky that holds it. It is a support hose. Keeps everything flowing.
Ah, okay.
And us older folks, that's very important to keep things flowing
Yes.
and to have good
Yes.
support hose, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kidding. You know, as far as the sewer hose goes, if you've ever heard my my radio show or my podcast before, I always talk about I like to call it the pooper hose, you know, so people know exactly what it is and what it's for. But there are so many different levels, and I say levels, I'm saying quality and expenses for these hoses. I mean,
Yes.
back in the old days, I think we supplied an RV starter kit kind of thing
okay.
with to the new with people that bought RVs from us. But we found out that many of the people that actually already had an RV didn't need that stuff. They already have it.
Gotcha.
So that's
Yeah,
when we
comes with
changed to giving a $50 gift certificate to let them buy whatever they need.
whatever parts.
And if it is a starter kit type of thing, it'll pay for that.
Oh,
you know?
that's great.
But with
The
that being
accessories
said,
and that, yeah, yeah.
the hose that came with that kit was almost it was as cheap as you could get. It wasn't put together, so you had to put it over the fitting and then put a big clamp on there to keep it on there. Which most of the time the layman would actually cut the hose doing that with a screwdriver.
Somehow mess that
and
up.
trying
yeah.
to get that and it's almost like it's a 3 sizes too small to get over that fitting. But
Oh,
you know,
jeez.
it's very difficult. And
Yeah.
then to add insult to injury, they advertise it as a 10-footer, which any RVer knows you need at least 30 foot of hose just in case.
Just in case.
You know, but
Oh,
a
that's too funny.
10-footer, and that only would be 10 foot if it was sitting out in the sun and people were pulling on it.
Right,
Because
at full.
yeah, it was never enough. They always needed to add to it.
Oh,
You know,
man.
and different qualities. I'm talking about some are very flimsy, and if you drag them across the concrete, it'll wear through them real quick.
Oh,
and
okay.
Now
yeah.
you have leaks.
Yeah, now you got a
in your
whole
pooper
all your
hose.
pooper coming out.
If your pooper hose has got leaks in it, what's going to happen? It's going to leak poopy
it's
water.
gonna leak poop everywhere.
It's going to stank. You don't want that in your campsite.
No, sir.
So talk about some of these different levels and some options that people have for these sewer hoses. Like what length would you say they get?
The 20-foot.
Yeah?
And since there is that issue with hoses,
Mm-hmm.
we sell a 10-foot and a 5-foot, and
There
they
you
are
go.
universal.
Right.
So if you have one from a different company versus what we carry here, it will fit.
Oh, there you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is great.
And the savvy RVer knows to have an extra length or two.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Now, and is that what the levelers do? Is that just in case so you keep a proper gravity flow into your...
It's not The levelers on your RV keep it level.
No, I'm sorry. What is the term that you had said?
It's a slunky. It
a
is
slunky. The
hose
slunky.
support.
That's the support. But yeah, that's what keeps the flow going down.
Yeah, it actually steps it down in
Gotcha.
to different heights to where when you get to the hose bib, I think they call that, where you hook your hose to at the campground.
Gotcha. Okay.
It should be level with the ground. So yeah, you're right. It should never try to dump uphill.
Yes, that's what I was curious about. Is that
Right.
That's what the extra?
And there's a
hose
lot of things made for that, and different
Okay.
price ranges. Now, what she said is a slunky. It actually looks like a slinky with the trough in the top of it, so that your hose could just lay in it,
Oh, okay.
and it goes down, and you can extend it as long as you need it, because it's just like a slinky.
It's like a slinky. Oh, that's pretty great.
And,
Yeah. Okay.
So it has a nice taper all the way down. I've seen things that are actually made in like a box that it folds up and telescopes. Now they're several $100s.
Oh, wow.
But again, you want it to be a perfect working operation. Right there it is. That's
Oh, yeah,
one of the best ones.
Oh, okay.
I've seen them with just that were simple C-shaped PVC that slides within each other, like has like 3 or 4 different sections. That
Right.
If you need it longer, it slides and slides and slides to different ones.
Oh,
But,
wow. Okay.
yeah, there's all kinds of options, and I've used that one before. However, I do not recommend it, especially if it needs to be long, because that PVC is flimsy,
Mm.
and you get that little belly in it, especially when you're dumping it. 'Cause
Get a
your hose-
lull spot.
When the hose gets full of water, it's heavy, and it will defeat the purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
Where
I got you.
the simple slunky she's talking about does
We'll
not
keep
do
the
that.
flow going. Okay. Oh, fantastic.
It'll carry the weight and not lower itself. And that big box I'm talking about, I think you could stand on those and it doesn't.
It won't lower,
No,
move,
it
or
doesn't.
anything.
No,
Oh,
they're-
that's nice. Yeah.
So hoses, and then what do I always tell people to have? A Y connection maybe, different fittings,
Okay.
there's-
For the size hoses, different
Right,
sizes and that. Yeah.
I mean, you can go as simple as having like a foam rubber gasket put on the end of your hose that you kind of shove in the hose bib to keep it
Okay.
sealed. But now, stuff happens like that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You can get a suey piggy, or
Oh, jeez.
whatever they call it. It's a weighted apparatus that goes on that at the end, on your hose at the end of the hose bib to keep it pressure on, to keep it from popping out of the sewer tank when you're dumping it.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
But yeah, suey piggy is just a cute one.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
shaped like a
that's-
pig, and it's made to go over
Just
that.
a weight that holds
Yeah.
it down there. Oh, that's pretty
In one
neat.
of the shows, I saw a guy that actually handmade like beanbag ones, and he would they would customize them for you, like if you wanted your favorite ball team's logo
Oh,
on it or whatever.
That's neat. All right.
He put that on there. But I'm sorry, I'm taking your thunder. Go
No,
right
sir.
ahead.
No, sir. The other thing that you would need is a sewer hose ring.
Yeah.
Some of the parks require that.
And what does that do?
That holds the coupler at the bottom.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay. So short of dumping and using the pig to hold it down, now you're using a screw-on just at your location, like at your spot there.
It's more jelly-like, and it actually fits over that piece, so none of the fumes or smells are
Oh,
coming
okay.
out.
Coming out.
Yep.
Okay. Because I
Yeah.
got to imagine the parks all have different size
Those are-
openings and.
Well, you need to have those, even if you have the special ones that screw into the hose bibs that make a positive lock. Because I got to be honest with you, at most campgrounds, those are all chipped up. They're all busted
That's
up.
what I figured. Yeah.
So
yeah.
what she's talking about will actually adjust to different sizes and stuff, and you just shove it in there.
Okay.
And it keeps, it's basically, just like I said, a heavy foamish, rubberish gasket.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, they're good. I've seen people just use a big rock to put on there to hold it.
Oh,
too.
jeez.
Over time, that doesn't work.
Whatever you can do. But again, if you've ever pulled those dumpers, you'll see that hose kind of moves. It's almost like when you see a fire hose filling up with water.
Oh, yeah. It's ready to go.
They will move, and so will your sewer hose. So if that
Gotcha.
rock falls off, it's a
Yeah.
mess, folks.
Yeah.
Anybody see the movie RV
Oh,
with Robin Williams?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had a little problem when he was doing his
Oh, yeah.
dumper tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Keep
not
an
the-
eye out.
That's not the neighbor you want to be next to.
No, sir.
What else we got there?
The concern that most brand new RVers have is toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can use any toilet paper you want, but don't flush it. If it's not biodegradable or RV specific toilet paper, you're going to come across an issue eventually.
True
Yeah.
story. Especially if your gate valves that keep the water from draining out of your holding tanks leak.
Oh, okay.
So you could be doing everything right, but not even know it, and it's seeping the liquid out, and all of that heavy paper that you're using, TPs, or what makes a big lump inside the tank and won't drain out.
Oh, goodness.
Then
Oh,
you're in for an expensive repair or even tank replacement,
yeah, I can
which
imagine.
is all expensive. All expensive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point, Cherie.
You can always get that here.
Absolutely. They make 2-ply of the RV toilet paper too. And the RV toilet paper breaks down in liquid.
Okay.
So when it's in the holding tank, it'll break apart into little bits, little teeny bits,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
and it helps drain the tanks when you flush it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, definitely biodegradable, all that good stuff.
Right.
And is that something close, I would imagine, to like a septic tank toilet paper? Same that it just dissolves,
Absolutely.
doesn't wad up, create blockage, yada, yada.
You're exactly right. See
Okay.
how much we're
Did it.
teaching you.
Boy, I tell you what.
It's unbelievable. All right, go on. Don't feel the pressure. There's no pressure.
We have water pressure regulators
Yeah.
to help regulate the pressure coming into your RV. You want to make sure, because you never know what the park water pressure is.
By the way, RV campgrounds, as a rule, have super amount of power and super amount of water pressure. Why? Because if you have 1,000 sites and they're all using your water, you don't want the guy at the end not to have any pressure.
Right.
So they have hundreds of pounds
Really? Oh,
of
wow.
water pressure
To make sure everybody.
to make sure everybody can take a shower at the same time if they need to.
Wow.
Right? So with that being said, what does the water pressure regulators regulate down to?
40 to
There you go.
55 pounds.
So, and the RVs themselves are tested at around 60 pounds
Okay.
max.
Now, could that create a problem if you had 100 pounds
I'm about
coming
to tell
through?
you.
Yeah, let's
Imagine
see
if you
that.
had 200 pounds to that.
Oh, man.
I know of a lot of new RV owners that go out for their first trip, hook up the water direct to the hose bib at the campground, turn it on, and it blows all of their water lines apart and floods their RV. Of
Oh,
course,
wow.
they call us yelling, we didn't even check it. But again, folks, we test it at 50 or 60 pounds of pressure. If you're throwing unknown pressure at that thing, you probably caused it. However, we'll never be able to convince you unless we told you at the time of buying the RV, which we
Right,
try
right,
to.
Right.
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
Everybody's also concerned about your freshwater hose and the water filters to help purify some of that water coming into your RV.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I'm a new RV owner. Why would I need to think about a water hose from you guys? Why can't I just use my my garden hose that I got at the house?
Well,
Yeah.
remember back in the day what the water tasted like?
I do. And
Coming
you
out
know
of the
what?
hose?
I'm still
Hey.
around.
Hey!
Playing sports and stuff. You just grab the hose from the backyard tap
That's
and just
right.
sucked her down, and it tasted like crap, but it was satisfying. Well, apparently that's toxic. So, with that being said, hey, we got some more coming for you soon. Please, I'm having a ball. I'm sure you are too. Stay tuned for more live action with Cherie, Larry, and our marketing manager, D. Wayne.
Hey!
And he's also our producer. We'll
Yes,
be
sir.
right back.
Stop waiting to take a vacation. You can take a safe, fun family trip anytime when you've got an RV. Try before you buy at Giant Recreation World. Brand new RV rentals, drivable or towable with easy pickup or delivery. Go for a weekend or go off the grid for a bit with long or short-term rentals. Your unit will be fully stocked and turnkey, plus you'll get trained up and have full-time phone support if you need it. So stop waiting. Plan your next adventure now with a Giant Recreation World rental. Visit the Winter Garden location or visit giantrecreationworld.com for more details.
Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
And we're back. Hey, thank you for holding. And if you're just now joining us, this is Larry, CEO of Giant Recreation World. And we have 3 wonderful locations, huge RV locations that are super RV dealerships. One's in Palm Bay, right on Highway 95 and Palm Bay Road. One's in Ormond Beach, right on I-95 and Destination Daytona Lane. And one on West Colonial Drive, and I used to say it's Highway 50 in Winter Garden, west of Orlando. So we're here talking to Cherie Smith, our illustrious parts and accessories counter person here at the Winter Garden store, who's telling us what the new RV owner must need or must buy from Giant Recreation World. And she probably has a tip or two that'll help save you money and frustration too. But with that being said, we left off talking about the freshwater hoses, and we make lethal, I guess you call it, non-lethal or nasty tasting freshwater hoses that you use to fill up your potable water tanks in the RV.
Okay.
Or just hook direct to it and use the pressure that we already talked about regulating down
Right.
to use the water for your RV.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, one thing I've seen that they make thinner ones and thicker ones, right, Cherie?
Yes, sir.
And then they make them in lengths of like 25 or 50 feet.
Yes, sir.
And and like an old pro RVer, you always know that you need to have one that you use all the time, and then a smaller one that you use because it's just not quite long enough to reach.
Gotcha. So backup action. Yep.
But so with that being said, yeah, we sell those, and we're very competitive as much as we can be anyway.
Oh, that's
with
great.
the world of Amazon out there and whatnot. But
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to talk about the water hose just real quick. You know,
Yeah. What you got?
Is there any water hose stories out there? Anybody have a water hose story? You know,
I'm sure you've got a water hose store.
Well, there's reasons why some of them are thin. Like I guess it's 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. I think is the sizes that basically come in. Now you got to remember in RVs, storage is a premium, and things like the water hose or hoses that you have on board take up space.
Right.
So the thicker ones take up more space than the thinner ones.
Okay.
I don't think they actually make any difference because you're regulating the water pressure down anyway.
Okay.
So
I'm with you.
again, my helpful hint to you is get the 1/2 inch one.
Gotcha.
It'll do you just as good as the bigger, fatter one, but it doesn't take as much of your storage area up.
Oh, that's a great tip there.
Another tip is to have one of those Y spigot adapters. It's that way some if you want to wash your hands off or whatever,
Okay.
you have an extra hose bib that you can use for that.
You need just in case.
Just
okay.
in case.
Oh, that's
'Cause,
nice.
As a rule, whole RV campsites have one hose bib and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And when you put your hose on there, that's it.
That's it.
Now,
you're
unless
outside. Need to wash your
Unless
hands.
your awesome RV from Giant Recreation World has an outside shower and all that, you know,
Whoa.
that's usually mounted out there around the sewer hose area so you can wash yourself off. And the hose, by the way, you know.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. I also had as far as those, what'd you talk about? Those power protector thingies, surge protectors?
Surge protector. Yeah.
I know they make those with the Bluetooth that you upload an app to your phone,
Oh wow.
and it will actually let you know if there's a power issue.
Oh, okay. So
Even
you
if-
just
if
get a
the-
notification
A
or something on your phone.
Even if the power goes out, it'll tell you.
Oh
Power's
wow,
out.
that's
And that's important, especially if you have pets,
huge. Yeah.
so that you know that, hey, the air's out,
air
power's
condition,
off, I
yeah.
need to go rescue my
Oh
pet.
goodness. Oh man.
Yeah. So what else you got on your bag of tricks?
Well, now that we've talked about the outside, when we're at the campground, we need to level it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's
the
level.
Okay.
You've got your wheel chocks, snap pads that go on the base of the feet,
Right?
your tongue jack, depending on the RV that you have, to adjust the height when you take your vehicle off.
Okay.
And just say you have a flat tire. We have an apparatus that you can use to raise part of that so you can change the tire.
What, is that a floor jack or something? What is that?
It is
Anderson kind of thing?
it's an Anderson level jack.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
You know what that is? How that works?
No. Tell me this thing. What do we got here?
You put it in between, in front of the tire that you don't want to remove.
Okay.
say. And then you drive up on it all the way, and it will actually lift up the other axle.
The other side so that you can change
The
your
other
tire.
side,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's
so you
pretty
can
interesting.
actually change a tire without using a floor jack or a bottle jack. It's very, very safe.
Oh, wow. That's
You know,
interesting.
especially if you're on the side of the road of the I-95.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But yeah, it's very safe.
Oh, that's great.
And it isn't teetery or topply. And then she talked about those snap jacks or whatever.
Yes.
Those. Let me explain something to you for the people that don't know. And I'm hoping that's this audience because this is what the new RVer needs to have.
Okay.
But the longer you extend your, whether they be hydraulic leveling jacks or electric leveling jacks or manual leveling jacks or your tongue jack, whether it be power or if you've got to crank it,
Okay.
the longer that is extended, the weaker it is.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So with that being said, if you have those big pads, it takes up a lot of that space.
Yeah.
Then you're not using a lot of the length of the jacks themselves.
Right.
So
which
they're a lot more stable, they won't get bent.
right.
easy
Less
and all that.
dangerous, all that.
And by the way, think of yourself if you're having to do the old time cranky, which I'm sure we have a good deal on a power jack for your travel trailer. But if you don't quite have that yet,
Right.
that takes a whole lot of stress out of your
Oh,
life.
I'm sure.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
man.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. Go on.
We have the kind that they are put on magnetically. So if it's metal, it'll stick to it and it'll already level itself. Or the Snap Pad brand.
Yeah.
It fits right over the feet and they stay there. You don't have to move them.
Right,
Once you
that's
bring
good,
that
yeah.
down, it automatically levels everything out.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now,
Yeah, man.
for you people that don't know what she's talking about, especially that magnetic one,
Mhm.
let me tell you how beneficial that magnet is, okay? Instead of you having to crawl under there and kind of eyeball where the jack's going to hit this thing,
Gotcha.
you just stick it right to the foot, and then you
Connects
put
right
the
to
jacks down, and it lowers with the jack. So with that being said, you know you're on the center
on the spot.
all
yeah,
the
man.
time.
Okay.
And that's how they recommend you use
Oh,
them.
that makes sense.
So
yeah.
that's why that magnet's very impressive. you know?
Gotcha.
You know
That
what
sounds pretty easy.
You know what we forgot to talk about when
What
we
is
were talking about the surge protectors? Is adapters, which will adapt your power to meet different sizes. Like if you're at your house, what do we have? We have 110 volt.
Yeah, 110.
one-
That's
or-
that's what I was asking. If something's out there and you got a 220 or that, and that's what it's going to convert it. And
Not a 220 because
Two-
RVs work off of 30 amp, not 110 volt or 115 volt, not 220.
and so that's what happened yesterday. Is a 220 got connected to our 110.
That's a fact. but
That's what
that
blew
was
it out.
actually the supplier of the power's fault. Because
Gotcha,
it was
gotcha.
actually we
Okay.
plugged into it.
Sorry to bring it back.
That's all right.
That's what I remember hearing this, and that's what it was from. It was a 220.
And if we had
messed us
our surge protector, it would have stopped.
then
that.
it would have stopped that.
Yeah.
Put it to a 110,
That's
not
right,
blown
but,
it out.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
at the fairgrounds at the Tampa show, they had electricians come in and hook up the power for
Okay.
everybody. And they gave us a 30 amp plug to plug our RV in. We didn't have to use any adapters. However, they powered that 30 amp plug like it was 220.
220, not the 110. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting
is
to know.
bad.
That's some good facts to know
Which
there.
is bad.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. The adapters, they make them to go from 15 to 30 amp
Okay.
or even 15 to 50 amp. But I always tell people, if you're going to use an adapter to plug it into your house, a 15 amp power
Right.
outlet, only use that just to power the lights in the RV and the battery, maybe the refrigerator. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
'Cause
Okay.
It'll get hot and actually melt that adapter and become a fire hazard, possibly.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to a park, it's
Right.
late at night, it's always going to happen. You are a 50 amp RV, all they have is 30. If you don't have that adapter, you cannot plug in.
Oh wow.
That's right. So they make an adapter to go from that big 50 amp to the small 30 amp. And boom.
Just gives you the power you
It
need.
just
and-
gives you the power you need. What it takes out is these 50 amp block. Now people think, what is 50 amp? That's when the 220 comes in.
Okay, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you have 4 blades instead of 3.
Gotcha.
you know?
Okay.
But all it is 110 power twice, and the same neutral and the same ground.
Okay.
So it's just a whole nother. It's kind of like having two electric cords.
Right.
That's all
right.
it is. It isn't powering
More.
double.
Right. It's just having
It just
two.
has another leg of that power. So
Okay.
that's the idea there.
Oh,
and then
fantastic.
I've seen actually a Y that has a 15 amp and a 30 amp, because like she said, some campgrounds only have 30 amp, but they also have a 15 amp accessory power.
Right
So
there, yeah.
and then that has a 50. So basically, you made your own 50.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So many options.
Levelers are okay. We talked about that.
the
Yeah.
magnetic jacks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Skate pads.
Regardless of what kind of levelers you have. Now, if I'm a new RV, what are you talking about levelers?
What are these levelers?
Do I have them? Did my RV come with them levelers, or are they stabilizer jacks? Is there a difference?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And I'm going to date myself. In my day, way back, they actually had the scissor stabilizing. Actually, they called them leveling jacks back in the day,
Okay.
and they were scissor, and you crank them down, and they were like a big scissor.
Oh, wow.
But
yeah.
they had a 5,000 pound capacity each one,
Whoa.
so you could actually use those to change tires.
Oh, that's
Where
nice.
now they're made in China. And if you extend them too far and you move around inside the rig, you bend them.
Bend
They
it out,
bend
yeah.
like they're made out of crepe paper.
Oh,
It's unbelievable.
that's
So no, those are simple stabilizing jacks. That's to keep the unit from bouncing around when you're walking around in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So again, when you need to level your trailer when you get to camp, you can use things like level blocks, or some people make their own out of 2 by 12s. And then
Gotcha.
they stack them and stack them.
those up. Yeah. Yeah.
But so you can get it really close that way. Use those extenders to extend the length of your jacks, so you don't bend them too easy.
Bend it out. Yeah. Yeah, that's for
regardless of
sure.
what kind you have. And what's available, they make electric ones, they make power ones, or manual ones. And then people buy the manual ones and then just get an adapter for their electric drill, their rechargeable drill, and they use their drill
Just
to
connect
do it.
that. Wing.
Yeah,
Yep. Start it
so,
right up. There you
there's
go.
all kinds of great hacks about that.
Oh, that's a pretty good
It's
one.
a nice, pretty little drill bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm sure.
it's awesome, and it's quick.
Yeah.
When we're setting up the RV shows there in Tampa, we had like 4 or 5 of them runners.
Oh, yeah.
Running.
Run around. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Oh, I'm sure.
What else we got?
When you get to camp, and let's just say you are going to be there for a little bit and you have a fifth wheel, we have a Kingpin tripod to help support that weight.
Okay.
That's super stabilizing too up there. The fifth wheel part of it gets forgotten about a lot of times.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
because the jacks are in the very far middle way, kind of middly. And
Okay.
Then you have your usually they have hydraulic or electric stabilizing jacks
Right.
also.
In the back
But
and that, yeah.
basically the big gooseneck sticking out there where you sleep and everything has no support
Okay. And is that what this does?
when
That's-
it's not hooked up to your truck.
This a tripod type deal when
So
it's not hooked to your
basically
truck,
it's-
sits under the
it
gooseneck.
sits under the gooseneck
Oh, okay.
to take the pressure and keeps it from bouncing around, especially
Oh,
in the
wow.
bedroom area. Because
Yeah, man.
if it's a knocking and a rocking, don't bother knocking. Right? All right.
Tripod stability.
There you go.
Yeah. And you talked about the chocks. There's different kind of chocks.
You put those behind the wheel.
I think that Anderson thing is also a chock, right? It
Yes,
could be that, or the old-fashioned triangular ones. Or
Okay.
they make ones that you put between the wheels, and you use your drill to cinch them up, and they basically grip both tires together.
Wow.
So
Oh, together. Oh, wow.
basically, it makes a big break. So
Oh,
you
that's pretty
locks
neat.
locks it right into place.
locks
Oh,
it right
wow.
into place. So, but again, different levels, but different terms of enjoyment.
Right. Right.
But
Is that in case you're on an incline or something? Keeps it from rolling around.
Yeah.
Keeps it from moving.
a little
that's
better than a rock? If you find a
Yeah.
rock.
it.
And they do
That's
come in
it.
all different kinds of material:
Yeah.
plastic, rubber, wood.
Okay.
Use what you
Steel,
have.
Aluminum,
Aluminum.
aluminium.
Aluminum.
What else do we think we need to have if I'm a new guy? I haven't even gone on my first RV trip yet.
You are going to need at least some type of First aid kit,
Ooh, that's a big one.
flashlight. We sell those in sets. An emergency kit, a travel kit. Everything is rechargeable. Comes in a case. It either comes with a headlamp, a lantern, a power station, and a waterproof box.
Wow. This is kind of like a go bag
Yes,
for the RV.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Go
Oh,
bags,
yeah, that's a
right?
go bag in case there's an emergency.
Yeah. Full of ammo and, whatnot
Oh, yeah.
for the zombies.
The apocalypse when it's
Yeah.
coming. Be
First
ready.
aid kit, fire extinguisher, carbon monoxide detector, smoke detector, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Right? Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and having a fire, oh goodness, fire extinguisher
Yeah.
on your RV is one of the greatest things. I mean, it's and anytime there's an emergency, something going on, small electrical in the RV or something, you've always got that just to be covered.
I've seen some of our stores have those ball things that you throw at the fire.
Oh goodness, really,
Yeah.
It looks like a little helmet,
Yeah.
really?
and you have depending on the size of the fire, you have a large helmet and a small helmet. You open it up, toss it right into the middle of the flames, and it will extinguish the entire flame.
Oh
In
wow,
a second.
that's pretty neat. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's
We just hope you never have to use it.
yeah, I can imagine.
Those are not reusable, by the way.
Okay.
It's kind of like a grenade. You can't, blow your grenade up and then use it again.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Well, hey, I'm being told by our producer, Dwayne, that we are coming up on a hard break. So, with that being said, stay tuned. We have another segment of this week's show.
Need a golf cart? Check out Icon and Epic at GSV, Giant Specialty Vehicles, part of Giant Recreation World. The most affordable on the market. More than golf carts, the hottest electric neighborhood vehicle. Fastest in the industry. Top speeds at 25 miles per hour. Four-wheel disc brakes, seat belts, full color digital display, speedometer, odometer, charge meter, and more. Plus, all Epic cars have higher impact glass windshields and upgraded seats with matching body color stitching. New inventory, colors, and styles at GSV at Giant Recreation World in Winter Garden or online at giantrecreationworld.com.
Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
All right. Hey, we're back. Thank you so much. We lost our track of time talking about all these accessories that we need, parts and accessories that the first-time RVer needs.
That's very exciting.
We haven't really hit a lot of the accessory things. I
Okay.
mean, but if you don't have awesome camp chairs, if you don't have awesome side little fold-up tables and stuff that you could put your outside
Yeah.
Fan on and your garbage outside garbage can.
Mhm.
We sell them that are actually collapsible, right? That
Oh, yeah.
store to nothing. Even outside TV to put something to put that on, and your outside grill, maybe your awesome Blackstone, right?
A stand. Okay.
That's
all
getting
right.
pretty common now.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, all of those items are that you can think of it as an afterthought.
Yeah.
If you're not an RVer,
Okay.
So if you're new to the RV and your RV didn't come with that stuff, make sure that you get it. And the
Gotcha.
camp chairs, make sure they fold down and are manageable because, again, storage is a premium in your RV.
Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't take long to fill all those
Fill
little
that
nooks and
hole.
crannies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
So,
imagine.
yeah. I think we're here with Cherie, our parts department aficionado at our Giant Recreation World and Winter Garden store. And I'm happy to say we're learning a lot.
That we are.
What else should we have people get?
If you are out and about and cannot dump, we have a portable sewer tank.
Ooh.
Comes on wheels, different gallons.
I know what those are. They're porta poopers. Porta poopers.
Porta pooper.
The main use for those is if people are like dry camping.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
there's
what I was just going to ask
But
you.
there's a single dump station that's part of that you can't hook to. You dump your tanks into this portable one, and they actually make little hitch adapters, to where you can put it on the back of your golf cart or on your back of your car, and
Yeah.
pull them over to them.
That's what I was just going to ask you. Once you put it in the bag, how do you get it to the
That's
dump
how.
station? That's how.
They're like big pull suitcases, with
Oh, okay. With
wheels-
little
with
wheels and the
wheels
whole
on 'em.
nine.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
They're,
awesome.
They're portable, but you don't have to carry them.
That's it. Oh, okay.
So yeah, those are real common.
Ah, that's
now.
pretty interesting. Yeah,
And
man.
if that's the case, and if you're gonna have to keep it in the tank longer than you want to, I think you got to put some kind of stuff down in there so it don't smell when you flush the toilet every time.
Oh, little chemical or
what
something.
What
for
do
it?
you recommend as far as that goes?
Unique
Unique.
RV Digest It.
Ooh.
I was going to say, whatever you use, there's all kinds of different products out there, but make sure it's not only a smell good thing, but it also has the enzyme that digests and
breaks it down. Yeah.
To break down toilet paper we talked about.
Oh, okay.
And all the solids and stuff.
Gotcha.
And
I'm
the bits
coming
of
with
corn, you know what I'm talking
Break
about.
it down. Yes, sir.
But that Unique is a good product, really good product. I think we get that special.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And if you ever have an issue with your black tank and that tech out there needs to help you fix that, he is using it by the gallon.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yep.
So it's come full circle. So then that breaks it down, makes it flow through your pipes properly, no
Right.
blockage. All right.
You know what
all right.
happens if you only use the odorizer? It actually will cause a film on the inside of your tank,
Oh, wow.
It
And then
will.
that'll cause a problem.
and it'll cause a problem with the probe, with the monitor system that tells you when your tanks are full.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it'll read full when empty.
Oh, because it's filmed
it's-
up on the sensor.
That's
And
a
I
fact.
gotcha.
You don't have nothing digesting that stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So it just sits there and grows and grows and grows until it's making that little connection between the probes.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Oh,
know.
wow.
It can be as simple as a piece of that toilet paper you shouldn't have used is laying over them probes. Because the probes stick in the tank a little bit. It
Oh.
doesn't take much to.
And then it just seems like it's full all the time.
Yeah, it's aggravating.
Yes.
That is. That's good.
We have liquid, powder, and pods.
Yep.
Okay.
I recommend the pods. The powder can make a damn mess.
Yeah, I can imagine. How would you get that even in? Is that like a flush it type of?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
You
With
fill
the
your-
pod, it's kind
With
of
the
like a
pod,
Tide
you just-
pod. You just drop
you
it
just
down
drop
there
it in
and
and
flush
flush.
it.
Bang.
Boom.
There you go.
Bada bing, bada boom. The liquid also, you can it can splash. Get
Yeah.
right in your eye.
Yeah.
You probably don't want that in your eye.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's me. I like the pod. Pod idea is pretty neat.
We talked about, do you sell those fittings that you put on your drill to work your jacks and stuff like that
We do.
in the parts stores there?
And we have 4 or 5 different styles depending on what you have.
Fantastic.
great.
It could
We
be a
talked
hex
about
nut.
we talked about tools. How come our dealerships don't supply many tools? Well, number one, we can't compete with Amazon and
Yeah.
and Northern Tool and people that do that for a living.
Yeah.
But I know that almost every one of those screwdrivers that come with bits
Mhm.
has all the RV specific items you need on them.
That's right.
Like the square head drive, I think there's number 2 size.
Yes. Yes.
Back in my day, the actual new trailers came with one.
Oh, okay.
A screwdriver. Was not one that took bits though. It was just that. you know.
Yeah. Oh, wow. But now they should always check with us to make sure we don't see if we have the part here for them before they even order online, right?
It makes a lot of sense.
Because you can still 2-day wait, all that good stuff.
one stop shop.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
might need it right now.
Yeah. That is one thing we can offer is instant gratification. on
Yeah.
that. Yeah, man.
Things like duct tape or baling wire. Those are 2 perfect things to always have with you because you
Yeah.
never know.
Never know. That's fact.
And I think Cherie had a couple of others that.
Yeah, wasn't
Butyl
it
tape?
like what was the tape? I'm sorry.
Butyl tape.
Yeah, butyl tape. Which
Butyl
is,
tape.
It's basically it's a like the texture of silly putty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
And it's-
all the trim and the windows and everything.
That's what I was just going to ask.
Installed on the RV has that between that and the surface.
Okay.
And if as you screw it down or use screws to pull it in with a clamp ring or whatever, it squishes that out and that makes a positive seal on an uneven surface.
Oh,
You
wow.
know? It so that everybody should have a little bit of that in case you had
Just
to
in
do
case, yeah.
Some awning tape.
awning tape. So
Awning tape. Okay.
yeah.
Now, is that, I'm sure, for leaks and that sort of thing? Like
Yes.
that just kind of seals that
You
up and
never
everything?
know.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to get a leak.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
And it doesn't take much to put snags in that awning, that vinyl, because it's not the thickest in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Get a wild squirrel
if
jump
you-
down on it.
In today's day and age, most awnings are power. So you're inside the camper and you push a button and the awning's going out and out and out. And you can't see, like in the old days when you pulled it towards you, pulled it down
Right.
manually, you can see the length of it. And if you're about to hit a tree with it, you knew to stop pulling.
Right.
Well, the unfortunately that power the button isn't outside, so you can't see the whole length of,
Oh, goodness.
So if you run it into a tree, it's not going to damage it other than it might put a couple of holes in the awning fabric.
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
And that hole seems to always, it's like Murphy's Law. It's always right over where you're eating your dinner, and it's going to rain. And now you got that drip, 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 drip. Terrible, terrible. I mean, what else? The patio mats.
Oh,
We have those.
That's a really common thing
Yeah.
that
keep your area clean.
The normal or the pros, all their campsites have those. What benefit do they got? Good thing to have to keep the dirt from going in your RV.
Oh, yeah.
Number
'Cause
one.
that's one of the biggest things. You end up sweeping your RV every 5 minutes because somebody's coming in, somebody's coming out, and now I've got dirt everywhere.
Well, it's a heavy kind of ABS kind of mat
Oh, okay. So,
that folds up and it has its own storage bag.
that's
But
nice.
it goes underneath your awning.
Okay.
you
So
know.
then you don't take up too much space in your storage.
And it's heavy, so it doesn't blow around super easy. You know,
Okay.
And mess up. But
And you
yeah,
can rinse it off.
you can rinse it off with just a hose.
Oh, that's nice too.
Yeah.
Easy cleanup. Yeah, man.
Very easy cleanup. Also keeps the pine needles and all that out of your area.
Yeah.
You don't have to sweep. Mom and Dad, you don't have to sweep everything.
You have to sweep every 5 minutes. Yeah, I tell you.
That's what they do.
We have everything you need for eating, drinking, kitchen items, towels.
Yeah.
RV related,
Yes.
RV flair to them.
Absolutely.
Maybe
How about a shower cap? Can I get a shower cap over there?
If you need a shower cap, I will get you a shower cap.
All I'm looking for is a shower cap. My beautiful hair.
Yeah, I think she talked about the PPE.
The PPE.
Yeah, PPE, the
Personal protection
protective
equipment.
Bow,
bow, bow.
That we actually have some of that too. Which-
Gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about the pooper hose, folks. When you're messing with that, you probably want to wear the gloves.
Want to wear your gloves. Oh, and how about a headlamp? You know?
We have those.
Yeah, in case you need to hook up your hose in the middle of the night, you pull in the middle of the night, you got your gloves and your headlamp ready
We've got
to
them
go.
rechargeable.
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've got a couple of flashlights that once you recharge it and you lose power to your cell phone, you can hook your cell phone up to that flashlight and it will charge your cell phone.
Oh, there we go.
I've also seen that we had some flashlights that you crank.
Oh, okay.
You crank
Like a
'em up.
hand crank flashlight.
crank
Oh,
'em
wow.
up
That's
and,
pretty neat.
You use it, and they'll last, for that particular job. But
Yeah.
they're always there, always good.
Yeah. Always got something. At least you got some
I'm
light.
sure there's solar ones. Who knows what all's
yeah.
available
Oh, I'm
now?
sure.
I mean, it's a heck of an era for the RV industry, I tell you. How about things to increase your storage and all that inside? Do we have anything gizmos like that? Like I was at on a cruise ship, and they had a shoe tree thing that hung on the back of the door that you put all your
Oh.
shoes in. I thought that was a good apparatus for an RV, maybe.
That is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. We have, like, if you have paper plates,
Yeah.
cups, napkins, they fit under the shelf and you can pull one down at a time.
Oh, I know what those are called.
Oh, there we
I know
go.
what that's called. It's called a pop-up plate.
There
Oh.
you go.
Yeah.
I feel like you have a lot of experience with one of those. Huh?
It's just one of those things you look at and say, damn, that's a good idea.
Damn, that's a good
Dang.
one. Yeah.
Now, when you're in your RV, you're limited on space. We have a cover that will go over your stove to give you more space.
Oh, wow.
It's called a stove cover. Stovetop cover.
Stovetop cover.
And it's made out of bamboo,
Yeah, nice.
so you can use it as a cooking surface as well.
Also,
Whoa.
those roll up, they're like metal rods that roll over the kitchen sink
Okay. Yeah.
that make it to where you can stack stuff on top of that instead of falling down in the sink.
Oh,
Those
that's
are also very useful.
Those are really fun.
Yeah.
So that protects, I'm sure, the stovetop and anything so that you can rest stuff on top of it when you're traveling and that sort of thing.
Right.
Okay.
How about that kind of foam rubbery stuff that keeps things from slipping?
Ooh, that'd be
Shelf
a good one.
liners.
Shelf
Shelf
liners.
liners. That'd be a
See,
good
at
one.
home you use like wallpaper or something, but in the RV you want something that actually grips.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff we sell is what you need.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Giant
Fantastic.
Recreation, where we got that. You got what you need. I don't think it's necessary to superly have like a generator or something like that. But
Right.
again, that's more not for the necessity of the new RV owner. But
Right.
I can't stress enough because it's almost like they judge you in the campground
Mhm.
if your setup outside the RV
Right.
is not awesome. You know? And when I say have a couple of camp chairs, you need to have like several. Because
Several.
in the RV business or in the RV industry,
Mhm.
it's not uncommon for the neighbors to come over and sit down, have a few.
So if you only have 2 chairs, you might look a little uninviting.
Very much so.
Okay, so you got to have at least 4 or 5 out there so your neighbors
Absolutely.
know to come on by.
There's always room for more.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a
You
good
know?
tip. That's a good one there.
And also a nice cooler for outside to.
Always have a cooler filled with goodies.
Yes, exactly. Now I don't know that we sell coolers either, because you can get them at Walmart and everything, but we might.
We
Who
do.
knows?
We have coolers.
We have
Yeah.
coolers too.
You know, one
Everything
of our
you need.
manufacturers makes a electric. It fits right in your console.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's made to fit in the console of your truck. I think it's made by Dometic or whatever, but it's a power ice box or a power heat.
Oh, wow. So what, you just plug it into the lighter or something, or?
Yep.
Oh, very interesting. That's pretty cool.
If there's something that you need and I can find it, I'll get it for you.
Ooh, there it is.
It's very impressive.
That is.
But all of these RV events I go to, I see these little things, and then I forgot to tell anybody about it. You know?
That's a pretty good one, though. I'm interested in the hot. You know, almost if you have your sandwiches, your lunch, anything of
that's
that
the idea.
nature. Yeah, that'd be
Keep it
pretty
warm.
neat to keep it warm in
But,
there. Yeah, that'd be
the
cool.
one I saw, she's talking about maybe a portable one. The
Okay.
one I saw is one you actually mount into your
Your vehicle.
already vehicle if it has a center console.
Oh, okay.
It's made to be that size, you know, and it hooks into the power that's available somewhere in there.
Oh, that's pretty
Tells
neat.
you how to do
That
it.
is pretty neat.
Yeah, very awesome.
Yeah, man.
So there you have it. I mean, there's so many good RV things that I'm sure that we're missing so much stuff, you know, so much stuff. The new RVer is probably not going to do a lot of dry camping, but that requires specific items that you need to buy. Again, what is my best recommendation for somebody that just bought an RV from us? Go talk to Cherie.
Mm-hmm.
She'll investigate from you what kind of use you're going to have, where
Mhm.
you're going to go, what you're going to do, and she'll make sure you're set up. You know.
Okay.
And then the people that we sell new RVs to get 15% off, don't they?
They get 10%
Okay.
over the counter. If you join the VIP club, you get 15%.
Oh,
Okay, there
there
you
it
go.
is.
Well,
See?
the best part of that, though, is if you have to order parts for your RV, you get 15% off of parts.
Very nice.
If you have to go through service, have anything fixed that isn't under warranty, or your unit's just a little bit older and you haven't traded up, you get 20% off.
20. Wow. So there you go. Join the VIP camping club. You get 15% off parts and 20% off service. That's pretty good.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
How about other items that you know? I always tell people to probably have a portable tube, not a whole tube, but a little tube of caulking, of
Okay.
whatever, general.
Proflex sealant.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Something-
Again, just something to seal up those little holes in case.
In case you run into a little branch issue or something.
Little leak. Yep. Yep.
It's you know, things happen.
Because I'm sure, yeah, there's always something.
Right.
Branch could fall off a tree.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Better
want to do that.
prepared than not.
Yes, sir.
That's for sure.
How about linens and stuff, bedding, things like that? I know the RVs that are new out there don't even have all that. They might have a blanket, not a blanket, but a
Almost just like
comforter,
a comforter. Yeah,
you know,
cover. of-
comforter with pillow shams. You know?
Oh, okay.
So you need to get all that
Barely
kind of stuff.
anything. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's
And
tough.
sometimes RVs have weird shaped beds. So we have that kind of stuff, maybe.
Honestly, anything that you need for your RV, we can get,
Yeah.
order, and have available in a few days.
There you go. Yeah, man.
There's reasons why we wouldn't stock that kind of stuff because there's so many different options.
Yes.
You know, they make beds that range, I don't know how many widths and lengths in different.
Mhm.
Some of them have corners cut off. Some of them have 3 corners cut off. Some have no corners cut off.
Oh, jeez.
Some that fold.
Some fold. So they,
Oh,
so they
that's
have to be
pretty
sectional. I mean,
Yeah.
just yeah. And you think, why would something fold? Well, I know some of those big diesel pushers,
Right.
but that have the bedroom slide,
Okay.
the
yeah.
bed slide, and a closet slide across from it.
Okay.
You think that's great, but when they're both in, now that's going to affect the size of your bed. And these big super duper diesel pushers, Some of them have big sleep number beds that are real or house size.
Oh, wow.
But you can't put the slide-in rooms in all the way unless you have it on the elevated.
Like a lift up there, yeah, so it fits.
So it can close and you can still walk by it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So
So you got to make sure you have a proper fitting for that. And,
you know
that's incredible.
Yeah, the engineers love that kind of stuff.
Oh, I can imagine.
I'm just saying they love
I
that
can
problem
imagine.
to overcome. So, hey, folks, we had a ball. Cherie, thank you so much for being with us today.
Cherie.
Thanks for having me
You
here.
made us have another fun show. We're glad you were here.
It was awesome having
We'll
you
invite
here.
you back.
Thank you. I
Definitely
actually
coming
learned some
back. Did you have fun?
things. Absolutely.
All right.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
The RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
I found well, no,